Hey guys, how's it going? Cheers back again with episode number 11 of the Dortmund Career Mode. It is our second live com of the season. It is Bayern Munich away, and obviously we had a live com for the opening day. We're having a live com of, I will live com actually both games against Bayern Munich in the league, and if we come up against them in the cup as well, they will get a live com there as well. But let's jump into it. Then we're going to start the game. They're missing Ribery and Mandzukic, which could be huge. It could be absolutely massive. They're playing a 4-2-3-1, which was our formation, but obviously, as we covered in the previous episode, we are now playing with a 4-4-1-1 formation, thanks to your guys' suggestions, and we made the change, and it actually worked really, really well in the last episode. We picked up 2 wins and a draw, 4 points in the Bundesliga, and the 2-0 win at home against Chelsea in the Champions League, which could be vital. But we'll have a look at the league table here, see where we are at present, and we do sit 6th. Actually, the teams below us have now caught up with games played, so hopefully if we can get a decent result here, we can catch up further with the teams ahead of us. Now, again, as we always say as we go into these live comms, I'm not sure whether you'll get the whole game or just extended highlights. It depends how long I decide to waffle on for, I suppose, because I never can seem to put any sort of timescale on these videos, because I do tend to just go on and on and on, as I'm sure you guys that have been insulting me for a while are fully aware. But obviously, Bayern Munich are going to be an extremely tough test. Now, a couple of players are a little tired. For some reason, Wiedenfeller has really, really bad stamina. He's played 2 games in the space of 5 days, and his stamina is quite low, which is surprising for a goalkeeper because he doesn't really do much. But Mats Hummels is also a little bit tired, so we may struggle a little bit towards the end of the game, but hopefully Piszczek and Błaszczykowski can link up quite well. Obviously, Goetz is now playing in the middle. I can't even say Lewandowski, but he gets around the corner there, drawing a good save out of I presume it's Neuer in goal. I didn't actually check to see who they had in net, but Goetz is going to take the corner because he's the smallest man in our starting lineup. I probably shouldn't have changed player there before the ball dropped, but never mind. Philipp Lahm's going to break away. Thomas Müller is a very, very good player. Bayern Munich, obviously, in German football as a whole, they've put a huge emphasis on the youth system and the youth setup in domestic football, and they're yet to win a tournament with this team or with these youngsters. But every single international tournament, they do set the world alight. Everyone seems to be Roy's kind of stopped his run. Everyone is in awe of the German team whenever they play in an international tournament. They always come up trumps and show just how good they are. That was not meant for Royce. That's really annoying. That was meant to go out wide to Blasi. Would have been a great chance if I could have got in behind there, because Alaba had stepped up. So one thing we might be able to take advantage of. Obviously, we know our wing backs like to push up, especially Piszczek, but also the Bayern Munich wing backs like to push up in Philipp Lahm and David Alaba. So we might be able to exploit that if possible. Obviously, Grosskreutz has been playing quite well recently. Picked up a don't you dare, thank you Wiedenfeller. Picked up a couple of really, really nice finesse goals in the past couple of games, and if he can repeat that in this one, then I'll be extremely delighted. Dortmund so far this season have played 13 games. As far as I can remember, they've won 12 and lost 1. So to get anything from this game, especially at the Allianz, is going to be no mean feat. But I do have a little bit of confidence, actually. I'm not sure where that confidence has come from, because we haven't been the best this season, but like I say, last episode we were able to pick up some decent results. So if we can keep that going, hopefully Lewandowski will make me a decent run, which he hasn't. I have to try and I've got a man behind me as well. We've got a man in support. There's Schmelzer, there he is. But for Gundogan, Gundogan's been playing really well recently as well. Oh, that was meant for Goetze. But yeah, Gundogan's been playing really well recently. Oh, damn you, Goetze. Not Goetze, Gomez. Wiedenfeller, shit. That was my mistake there. I overcommitted with the defender and just left myself prone to the turn from Gomez. Gets himself in behind in the first 23 minutes, and we find ourselves 1-0 down. Yeah, as I was saying before I proceeded to make that mistake, Gundogan has been playing really well recently. He and Grosskreutz have been scoring a couple of goals apiece and putting in really good performances, and Gundogan has actually increased in overall rating, I think. I will, in not this particular episode, otherwise it would be too long, but in one of the next few episodes, I will go on, Kurtzer. I will have a look at the squad report for you guys, so you can see how we're getting on growth-wise, and it'd be interesting for me actually to see how we get on growth-wise. Go on, Royce. Could get the. Oh, didn't quite get the deflection. All the bit of luck we needed for the ball to break free there. I'm gonna have to be careful not to overcommit again. Oh, Gundogan, I thought you were gonna get there. Where's where's my defence gone? Wiedenfeller, he gets to the rebound. This is not the start we wanted in the first half against Munich. Have no idea where my defence went there. I was a centre-back light. Schmelzer was kind of tucked inside. And let's see if I can skip. Yeah, Schmelzer was tucked inside. Where's... I think it's Hummels that's kind of just lagging behind number 4. Is it Hummels or Subotic? It was one of them. It's just lagging. I think that's Hummels. I can't really tell from the look of him. Yeah, it was Subotic that was actually lagging behind the play, and that opened up that space in behind. Obviously, against a team with the ability in Munich, you just can't give them those sorts of opportunities, and they're going to make us pay. Now, at Sunderland in the Champions League final, we were able to get the better of Bayern Munich, but that was 2 or 3 seasons in where players had moved on, other players had grown in stature and ability, and as we've seen quite a bit so far. Oh, Royce, no strength, get on the weights. As we've seen so far, my defence is gone again. This is so frustrating. I'm constantly left bare at the back. Might have to. See, now we're 2-0 down. I don't want to switch to defensive. That was not meant to go to Grosskreutz. Okay, this is scrappy. This is really, really scrappy. Oh, it's too easy. Yes, Schmelzer, well in. Right, Royce doesn't have the strength. Dante, how are you tackling me from the other side of the player? That wicks me off on this. You can have your back to the man, and they'll put somehow getting drawn all over the place. Wiedenfeller, that's an easy save. Fuck my life. The defender will somehow tackle you from the other side of the land by reaching a leg around. Really doesn't make any sort of physical sense, but apparently the physics engine allows that to happen, which is annoying. Anyway, hopefully FIFA 14 will... I'm not sure if there's a date for the demo yet. I am extremely keen to get my hands on the demo to just see what the gameplay engine is like. Because obviously it's going to be a lot different on next gen... Oh, I'm running out of space. It's going to be a lot different on next gen consoles. So the demo on 360 is going to be interesting to see whether it's much different from this. Because there's no idea really... or they've not really said anything about how much emphasis they're putting on the 360 and PS3 current gen. Oh, it's fucking awful. 360 and current gen versions of the game, whether they're putting much effort into it whatsoever. Because FIFA 13 as a whole feels like it's a game that they've really not put much effort into, full stop, let alone with the distraction of next gen consoles coming up for the next title. So hopefully, the word from E3 is that FIFA 14 on next gen feels a lot different and a lot better. Oh, what is that? FIFA 14 on next gen feels a lot different than it does on current gen. So I'm not sure. Obviously, with the backtracking of the Xbox One online policy and used game policy, a lot of people will be going back to the Xbox One. They've cancelled their PlayStation 4 pre-orders, or they've just hung fire with their Xbox One pre-order and have now made it since Microsoft made that backtrack. Oh, for fuck's sake. But I'm not sure whether I'll get an Xbox One on release. I'm also not sure what will happen with regards to YouTube for next gen. Like, obviously, a lot of us, the smaller channels, we don't earn the sort of money that the big YouTube guys do, and some of us are either A, not in work like myself, or B, at school like a lot of the kids are, because you know, a lot of the audience and a lot of the YouTubers are, you know, 16, 17, 18 years old, still in full-time education, and can't afford to shell out £400 to £500 on a new console. So I hope that some of us, or those of us, don't you dare score again, those of us that can't afford a next-gen console straight off the bat won't be affected by any sort of drop in traffic, because people are wanting to see next-gen stuff. I hope that those of you that are subbed can understand that, you know, we can't afford to go out and buy next-gen consoles immediately, and we'll be stuck on, not stuck on 360, but, you know, playing 360 for a little while. Go on, Gertzer. Until we can save some money. Come on, Royce. Right, this is a chance. Lewandowski, get the turn. Oh, your first touch is fucking horrible. Team are not playing very well at all. This is going to be an embarrassing game if we're not careful. That is an awful header as well. There's just no space up top. They've always, who they're bringing on, Tony Cruz. That might be a little bit helpful because he's not got much pace, but obviously his touch is a lot better. If it was Ultimate Team, I'd be more pleased than I am in career mode. In career mode, the computer is very much able to make the most of. Get on the weights, Marco Reus. All my team are so small and so light. It's so frustrating. Right, make a run. Bounce. It didn't. You may be able to tell I'm getting quite agitated now because this is really frustrating. Just they're not doing what I want them to do, and when you get the ball, there's no space on the ball, and they're not strong enough to hold the opposition off. Keep that in. Why? Why is he just toe poked that over the line, not being able to take it under control? Wicks me off. There's nothing you can do about it. You either hit B to get rid of it. Dante's going to win that header. Hit B to get rid of it, or hit A to play a pass. That is the best clearance I've ever seen in my life, by the way. You're not getting a turn. I'm not going to let you turn in my box. My God, it's just constant pressure. Constant pressure. We've not been dominated like this in a live comp since win that for a while. Obviously, I think it was the the semi-final of the FA Cup in the Sunderland career mode in the third season against Chelsea. We actually got our asses handed to us. Although we were better save that. We were more competitive in that one than we are in this one. Oh, why can't you throw it that far? He's clean through. Oh, that's a let-off. That is an absolute let-off. I'm just going to have a quick swig of water. Do excuse me. Alright, you might make some changes in a minute. But you see, that's the thing. We covered it in the last episode as well. I've got the opportunity to make changes, but there's no quality on the bench to bring on. I don't have a game changer. All of my best players are in my starting 11. And as well as looking to sell Goetze, I am rapidly falling out of love with Błaszczykowski as well. I can't really pinpoint as to why, but I don't like playing with him, so I might be looking to get rid of him as well. It really is going to be a case of just grinding this first season out, getting it done, and hopefully keeping hold of our jobs. And then, right, Błaszczykowski, run. You better get there. Thank you. Right. Pick out Lewandowski. He has done. Finish that. Straight at the goalkeeper. Chances like that, we just have to finish. We had the problem in the last game of the last episode against Fortuna Düsseldorf, where we had a lot of chances and just couldn't finish. Oh, have you missed that? Just couldn't finish them. Subotic! Even my bigger players are just getting out-muscled off the ball. That's just retarded. Why are you falling over there? Spawn, how's the line? He's put it wide, thankfully. This is just an embarrassment, guys. It really is. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. If you guys can, I think I might just put the whole game up. If you guys can leave me some sort of feedback as to an analysis as to, I will obviously look back through it myself as to, my playing style, where I'm going wrong, what passes I'm missing, what runs I'm missing. If there's something I can do to change my style of play with this team to try and get something more out of it, then you're going to have to let me know, because I'm kind of stumped at the minute. We're not a bad team. We're able to see lesser teams off, but when we have a game like this where it's just a challenge to compete, I've just got nothing. I've got nothing to come back at them with. We had a similar problem at Sunderland in the first season, until we were able to bring in some new players, some fresher players that were more suited to my style of play. We struggled in the first year, finished 8th, I think, in the Premier League. Don't you? Oh, I saw that coming and everything. Get out. Oh dear, I'm not going to have time to make changes now. I've just been waffling on. Why, Wiedenfeller, can you not throw it far enough just to get it to my fucking man? God. What's that? That was supposed to go to Grosskreutz. See, that wicks me off. Something chronic. It doesn't help when the game mechanics just let you down. It seems to get worse and worse every year as well, actually. The fact that the fact that every single year more and more passes seem to go awry, even when like you hold the stick left and they will pass up the pitch for no reason whatsoever. You better get there, Blazzy. It's just increasingly frustrating year on year. Right, make me run. Gundogan, but he's fucked. Got no stamina. Lewandowski's made a run, but runs straight offside. I'm going to try and find him. Win that header? No. Royce, can you win a header? No. And then the other fucking midfielders just run off. That was honestly one of the worst games I've ever played in my life on career mode, especially with Dortmund. You might as well hold your head in your hands, Wiedenfeller, because we've been awful. It's understanding that he's gutted, but we're just not good enough. We are just, look at the stats, we are just not good enough. Guys, I'm sorry, but that is going to bring this one to a close. I will put the end slate on screen as of around about now. Please leave me some feedback in the comments if there's anything you'd like to see me try, or anything, you know, leading up to the transfer window. Tell me what you think of the idea of selling Gertz from Blazikowski and what players we could look to bring in that would make a change to this team. Now, obviously, you guys will be aware my playing style is very much possession-based, kind of a La Liga style of play. So I'll be looking to buy those sorts of players. But yeah, I'm just going to cut it off here, guys, because I'm pretty annoyed at myself now. Thank you very much for watching. There will be links on screen, of course, to the previous episode from this series and in the little window to a random video from earlier on in the week in this channel. But I will see you next time.